Once, there was an old Zen master known for his wisdom and tranquility. He lived in a small village and was respected by everyone. One evening, a young man approached the master in a state of great agitation. He said, "Master, I have a terrible temper. It flares up at the slightest provocation, and I often say and do things I later regret. Please, teach me how to control my emotions." The old master looked at the young man with compassion and said, "I will teach you, but first you must bring me a handful of leaves from the forest." The young man was puzzled but followed the master's instructions. He went into the forest and diligently collected a handful of leaves, which he brought back to the master. The master took the leaves and said, "Now, go back into the forest and try to put these leaves back on the trees from which they fell." The young man was taken aback. "But master," he protested, "that's impossible. The wind has scattered them, and I can never find the exact trees they came from." The master nodded and said, "Just as it is impossible to return these leaves to their original trees, it is impossible to undo the words and actions that arise from uncontrolled emotions. Once they are released, they are out in the world." He continued, "Instead of trying to control your emotions after they arise, focus on not letting them arise in the first place. Cultivate inner stillness and peace, so that even in challenging situations, you remain like the unshaken tree, rooted deeply in the ground." The young man understood the wisdom in the master's words. He began to practice meditation and mindfulness, learning to observe his emotions without being swept away by them. With time and dedication, he gained greater control over his temper, finding peace within himself. As the young man continued his practice, he faced many challenges. There were moments of frustration and setbacks, but he persisted, determined to master his emotions. One day, while meditating by a serene pond, he witnessed a small leaf fall gently onto the water's surface. The ripples it created spread out, touching every corner of the pond. In that moment, he had a profound realization. He rushed back to the old master, eager to share his insight. "Master," he exclaimed, "I understand. Just like the leaf on the water, our emotions create ripples in our lives and the lives of those around us. It's not just about controlling them, but also about understanding their impact." The master smiled, acknowledging the young man's insight. "Yes, my dear student," he replied, "you have grasped a deeper truth. Awareness is key. When you truly understand the consequences of your emotions, you will naturally seek to cultivate those that bring harmony and compassion." Over the years, the young man's understanding deepened, and he became known for his calm presence and compassionate nature. He shared the wisdom he had gained with others, helping them navigate the complexities of their own emotions. Word of his teaching spread, and people came from far and wide to learn from him. He became a guiding light for those seeking to find balance and inner peace. And so, the legacy of the old Zen master and his dedicated student continued, touching the lives of countless individuals, reminding them that true mastery of emotions begins with mindful awareness and a heart open to understanding.